Hello there, how you doing? Jeff DeSocio here, AIMC Business Solutions, founder of Mass Professional Networking, for our weekly marketing tip for you. But this week I want to focus more on professional networking. So let me tell you a quick story. So last evening, I went to a networking event here in Massachusetts, and I met this young girl. She was really nice and all. She did health and wellness. She had like a health and wellness business, and I met her, and then honestly, she just proceeded to go on for like 5, 10, maybe 10 minutes about her business and her products and how great they are and all this. And I'm gonna be honest with you, probably after a minute or so, my eyes started glossing over. And I was thinking about this at the end of probably her 10-minute sales pitch. She didn't even ask my name or what I do or why I'm here or any of that, any of the normal, we'll call professional networking questions. And it made me think, and it inspired me to do this video this morning, because I run, just to let everyone know, probably you know me, I run a networking organization here in Greater Boston called Mass Professional Networking. I've been doing events for almost 10 years now on a monthly basis. So we've met thousands of people, and I see all types. I see the ones that know how to network and the ones that don't know how to network. And the first thing I wanted to say, and you probably heard this from me before, that networking is all about relationship building, professional relationship building, and not a transaction. Networking is not meant to be a place to do your elevator pitch. Because the first thing you should always ask is, when you meet somebody, you should always go in with an open-ended question. Now I'll give you an example. That person I met, the health and wellness person at the event, probably the way I would have approached it would be, "Hi, I am Sue," or whatever her name was, just anyone's name. "Hi, I'm Jeff. How you doing? What brings you here? Hey, how do you feel? If there was something to change about your health, what would that be? Or how do you feel today?" Because those are open-ended questions, and then all of a sudden you would have a mutual conversation with each other about health and wellness, back and forth, building that relationship. Because if you go through your pitch for like 10 minutes, how do you even know if that person even cares? And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't care. I didn't care. She didn't even know that I even run a health and wellness business and take my own products and feel very healthy. So that was basically 10 minutes of a transactional discussion that was pretty much not worth it. And that's the thing about networking. Networking is about helping others and having mutual two-way conversations with people that you meet. When you meet somebody, "Hi, I'm Jeff. Hi, this is Sue," or whoever. "Hi, it's great. How you doing? How do you feel? What do you do?" Or what do you do is not a great question, but what brings you here? Have that conversation. Then, if you want to ask pointed questions about health and wellness, let's say you're in marketing, how's your website doing? But make sure it's an open-ended question. So that brings up, some points I like to bring up. So networking is not transactional. You're not going to an event, passing out cards and hoping, I'm going to score some people tonight, score some business. If you go into an event saying, "I'm going to score business tonight," you're not going to score business. But you're going to go there. You have to go there with the mindset that I am going to build some long, mutual, rewarding relationships. You may meet somebody for the first time at an event. You may have seen them for the third time. But you know what? Over time, you're going to you're going to get to know somebody, you're going to like somebody, you're going to trust them, trust what they have to say, and then you're going to have a mutual relationship where you're helping each other out with whatever you do, whatever you're doing or whatever somebody in your network's doing. And that's the big thing with networking. Networking takes time. It's not something that's, it's not easy, but it's extremely rewarding. And that's my point tonight, and that's where I'm a little bit inspired by my my event, the events from last night, and the people I met. That you have to have build out a situation where you trust each other, and you're not going there to score. And that's the big thing. And I've seen this a lot at events. I've seen also folks that come in and say, isn't your event worth it? Should I even come to your event?" And that's one. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm sorry to be blunt, but that's one of the dumbest questions I've ever heard. Dumbest questions is, is there going to be people there that I could get business from? And that's really a bad approach to networking in general and your business. Because what happens is, you know what? Yes, there are people there, but you have to think about this from a perspective. You're building, getting to know people, you're liking them and trusting them, and then eventually that person may not be the person you do business with directly, but they will, like, you know what? I like Jeff. He does health and wellness, or he does digital marketing. He's a great recruiter. I like him. Let me tell somebody about him. So see how powerful that is? They may refer you because they got to know you. They built a relationship with you. And that's what networking is all about. Networking is about building that trust with each other and get to know people. I was there last night and I saw some people I've known for years. You know what? I would help them out in a second. Now, would I help out that person that gave me that pitch for 10 minutes that I just met that didn't even know my name? Absolutely not. I will not. Why would I? I have no idea. They don't even know anything about me. So why would I even do that? So sorry to go on a soapbox today about networking, but in closing, take a look at my tips here in the post. Networking is about nurturing. It's not transactional. It's absolutely worth it, and you should never stop, even if you're at the point where you think you got it all figured out. So this is Jeff D, AIMCBizSolutions.com, Mass Professional Networking, and have a great day. Thank you.